A lot of drama has happened around a particular organization, as you can see up on this screen. So leave a like and subscribe. We're gonna recap it all, talk about how where they go from here after that loss to the Celtics. So let's just get started. So overall on the year, they were fourth in the East. You could say that's not that bad, but it's how they did it. So as you can see, they were really strong around like midway through the year. As you can see, they had a giant win streak practically, and then they started becoming mid. They started losing a lot more than they were winning. As you can see, and they were the second seed at one point, but they couldn't catch up to the Celtics. Let me see if I can just get to the standings. Yeah, they were 48 and 34. Um, they, oh my God, they would have been the eighth seed in the West. Jesus Christ. Yeah, not good. They were close to. They went 7 games with the young Orlando Magic. I thought the Cavs should have taken care of them better. I believe I predicted the Magic to win, but yeah, just looking at the two teams, you should say yeah, the Cavs should win. But God, this team, they had such a bright future just last year. They were like, what were they last year? Like they were top four again. They lost to the Knicks in embarrassing like 5 or 6 games. Um, they went out. I guess they went out less sad, but that's just because their star player got injured for the last 2 games, and it's a tough situation that they're in right now. Donovan Mitchell, as it stands, he has no help, and as it also stands, as we can see, let's see. I don't know where to. What is this? I don't know. But let me go to this one. Okay, this is better. Donovan Mitchell has, so he used up the 23-24. He has one more year left on his contract, and then I believe he has a player option. And there's been buzz ever since he got to Cleveland that he's gonna leave. So if you're the Cavs, this offseason is crucial to your development as a team. You have Jared Allen for another 2 years. He's on a pretty good contract for how good he is. Karis LeVert, you only have one more year of him, but that's fine. Max Strus, he's on a relatively pretty good deal for what he provides. He did a lot in the not off season playoffs, especially against the Celtics. Evan Mobley, you have him one more year. You're gonna need to extend him this year, because this is the 20. Yeah, so he only has one more year left. You need to extend him because he's your young player that you need to build around. And let's just see. You might just need to start over from scratch now that I'm looking at it, because all your important players can leave after next year besides Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. Well, assuming you extend them. And it's a tough situation. I don't envy the front office over there at all. Darius Garland is on a 5-year extension, but if you saw him that playoff run, he was bad. He was not good at all. I have no idea if he was injured or not, but he was just bad throughout the playoffs. He was inconsistent. Basically, like, there were nights it just looked like Donovan Mitchell was by himself. Like, he was just back in Utah. I thought going to the Cavs would be a huge upgrade for him. Apparently not, because there's still no help for him on offense. Jared Allen was his only other help throughout that Magic series, and he was injured like halfway through. And so there have been a lot of reports Donovan Mitchell grew frustrated with some teammates' lack of maturity, focus, and playoff level readiness and willingness to listen. That is, oh geez. So he's clearly growing frustrated. The Cavs have a huge decision to make, and that decision could affect the team and their future as a whole. Because, let's see, should Donovan Mitchell decide to stay long term, Garland's representation, Clutch Sports basically, they're going to have a conversation with the Cavs officials on finding a new home for Darius Garland. If you don't understand, Darius Garland is going to demand a trade if Donovan Mitchell stays on the team, like long term. This is insane because this is your young point guard. I don't know how much better he can get. But the fact that he's like saying I'm demanding a trade, I thought these two were fine together. I mean, you can't have two high usage guards next to each other. We've learned that throughout NBA history. One of them needs to take a step back and do a good job taking that step back. It didn't work, Halliburton and Fox. It didn't work, Curry and D'Lo for like the 5 games. That's not a good example. Westbrook and Harden barely worked. I would even say it didn't work. It just hasn't worked throughout NBA history. So, another report, my bad. The owner said he's going to be more involved, so this is proof that they know how big this is, but he has not done very good at making decisions, as you can see here. Also, they are debating on firing JB Bickerstaff. I don't think it's his fault. I really don't. Because at some point, your players just have to play better. Let's see. Yeah, we talked about that. And all of this came out like an hour or two after they were eliminated. So, Evan Mobley's agent apparently warned the Cavs before the 2021 draft not to select Mobley. Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, I guess he wanted to go to the Thunder. This is crazy because Mobley does not have... He's not that good to where he should be demanding this kind of stuff. Oh, jeez. Maybe that's why he hasn't signed a giant extension. He just doesn't want to be in Cleveland. This organization is just terrible. And now teams are basically like crows or vultures. They see a dead body, then they want to come take a piece. Kings, Thunder, Pelicans, they want Jarrett Allen. For the Pelicans, he's a clear upgrade from, what was his name? Jonas Valanciunas. The Thunder, what they lacked was size, pretty much just size. Chet Holmgren can't do it all. And I think Chet is flexible enough. His game is malleable enough to where he could play the 4. You could basically just have... Chet's basically just better Evan Mobley, so Jarrett Allen could play with Evan Mobley. So yeah, there's no question that would work. The Kings, I'm a little skeptical about that because, well, I don't know. Can Sabonis really play the 4? One of these dudes has to develop a jump shot if they're going to do that. But I've seen that the Kings are also interested in Jonas Valanciunas, so maybe if the Pelicans get Jarrett Allen, then the Kings pick up Valanciunas, which I wouldn't be opposed to. They have a very, very dark future ahead of them. This offseason is, for the Cavs, this is their most important offseason in NBA history, basically. Because, you still haven't done anything since LeBron left. You've won one playoff series since LeBron left the first time, and excluding the LeBron years, you haven't done anything. Haven't even made a conference finals yet. So, yeah, it's looking dark. Most of your team is not on contract after next year. So you have two options. You could commit to Donovan Mitchell, trade Darius Garland. Maybe the Spurs can give you something like draft picks, or I don't know what Garland's value would even be. You should also have a talk with Jarrett Allen, see if he actually wants to stay or not, then decide if you want to move him. Evan Mobley, you're gonna have to do the same thing with him because he's on his last year, and well, what do you call it? He didn't want to be there when he was drafted. People change, obviously. He's probably gonna change his mind if you throw him the max extension. Also, is he worth the max extension? You never know. We saw what happened with the Phoenix Suns, how that situation went sour. This is a huge, huge, huge offseason. I cannot stress that enough. So, Cavs fans, I'll pray for you guys. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.